Good morning, good afternoon, good evening all over the world. Dobson 777A here. Oh my gosh, can you believe what happened today? Gold was up 0.41%, silver was up nearly 3%, platinum was up 1.2%. The chart was again just another takeoff. It keeps coming down to like 1800 for gold and then up to like 1815 or something. Levels off, but look at what silver did. It's 1926 and it's sitting at 1990. That is incredible what it did. Now let's look at the chart because I decided let's go back and look since our previous peak to see where we're at. So this is gold. I forgot to label it, but you can see this previous peak ignoring this little candlestick right here. But look at this, 1822 was the previous high, not counting this little blow off top that I had here. But we are right there. We are right there. This is currently 1817. We're 10 bucks off. So gold is doing fantastic. Now silver, when we go look, silver is down here at the 2016 level. So I've got that next. So here we go. So you can see that silver, this is a really nice run up that's happening here. The previous 2016 peak was 20.28, and you can see we're at 19.89. So we got just a little bit of ways, and hopefully we can break past the 2016 level. And then you can see you got several other peaks that are psychological levels we got to get past and climb all the way up this thing. But again, you got to get into 30s before everybody says you even get excited about silver. That's how far behind silver is. But I want you to be aware of that. Now here's the, now I did a little bit of work to try to figure out what was going on with the precious metal. Now today, the overall stock market was kind of interesting. You look at the S&P was a little less than 1%. NASDAQ jumped through the roof. Dow Jones was flat. Canada was basically even. Chile was down. Mexico was even. You can see kind of bouncing around 1%. Germany here. China was the one that really jumped out, 3.35% today. Now we haven't looked at the sectors in a while, but I was poking at this today and something interesting happened. If we look at like consumer discretionary where it was up 3%, what was really up, everything else was down. The only thing was up was internet and direct marketing. I thought that was really curious. So there's so much people doing probably primarily like Amazon. They're not going out and shopping. This is really just the only thing that's gone through the roof. And I thought you might find that really curious. So today our ETF representation of our physicals, gold was up 0.48, platinum was 1.9, and silver was 2.89. Fantastic. But you can see that gold is 2 times year to date, you know, what silver is, and platinum is lagging by like almost 12%. The ETF miners, they were up 3.48 with SIL-J leading 6.57, and even SIL was next in line. So you can see that the large silver miners are catching up to the gold miners, but the junior silver miners are still half basically everybody else. Just metal prices. So like here's American Silver Eagles, random year, and they're sitting at, dang, still pretty high. The cheapest one here is like 28%. You can see it goes all the way up to like 34%. So there's a huge premium still. And remember, this used to be 15 to 18%. So this is still double normal, what you would expect. All right, I will tell you that the Platinum Eagles are coming back within bounds. Of course, I'd have to go look at this one to see if these are available. These may be backlogged, but it looks like some of the other ones are at 20%, so they're probably not quite there. But if you get these down to between 10 and 15%, you're doing really well with platinum. So platinum is still overpriced based on what I'm seeing here. All right, now we're looking at the American Gold Eagles. and they're around 5 to 6% premium, which is not bad, but I've seen it as low as 3.5 when we weren't in these kind of mania prices. So, but this is still not horrible, but the prices are getting pretty pricey. I mean, look at this. $1,925, $1,933. That's some pretty good prices there. I mean, I bought a lot of mine back in the 1,200 range, so this is really up there for buying these. So I want you to constantly be aware of what the prices are, and don't forget you can also buy the smaller sizes, so you can get like 10th ounce, quarter ounce, half ounce, that kind of thing if you don't want to buy this, but you'll pay a higher premium than the metal itself. So keep that in mind. But this is getting pretty pricey. Now, I didn't see this anybody talking about this yesterday, but there was supposed to be a whole bunch of people striking today, and it was a mixture of like nursing homes, fast food restaurants, all kinds of things, because here it is: fast food, nursing home, delivery men, janitors, airport workers. They were all supposed to walk off the job at lunchtime today. I'm curious if any of you guys have heard it. I'm kind of like out in the middle of nowhere, and we're kind of pretty self-sufficient, so it's not like I go off to places every day, and I didn't even know about this. Otherwise, I would have gone running around to see if anything happened. But let me know if you saw this. But all of these companies, they're all thinking, well, what the heck you want me to do? That, we've, like the restaurants, we're at half capacity still because of mandates for spacing and stuff, and you want me to like give you a raise? We're running, we're lucky we can even stay alive at this point. So I think a lot of people, they're just not using their brain, and there's lots of people out of work, and so they may find themselves on the street and bring other folks in. This is not the time to be trying to push for wages when you got whatever it is, 25-30% unemployment, and a lot of those jobs are not coming back. So it's not temporary unemployment. I can't remember if I talked about this the other day, but this was in the news. It was on Facebook. I'd sent it to some of my friends. There was a trooper that was participating in this accident where this motorcyclist, just horrible accident. And later he learned that the medical examiners or the hospital or whatever wrote it down as a COVID death. And he's like, what the heck are you talking about? This guy's body was like spread all over the dang highway. Well, he probably, wrecked because he had COVID. It's like, no. So anyways, there was such a big hoorah from all of the news organizations over this. They went and corrected the paperwork. But it's just another evidence that, remember, they're getting paid more if they can say that the person had this problem than if they did not. I hope everybody's treating you well. I hope you're doing well. Do the best you can. God bless.